Hello everyone, Mr. John here from Areteem Institute with this week's Thursday Tidbit where we're going to be talking about angles in a polygon. To get started, let's review. The simplest polygon is 3 sides and 3 angles. That, of course, is a triangle. And we've already done a Thursday Tidbit video, we will link that below, where the 3 angles inside a triangle always add up to 180 degrees. This is the simplest polygon, and we're going to use this result for larger polygons as well. Let's start with a simple example of a pentagon. So a pentagon has 5 sides and therefore 5 angles, right? And we want to say, okay, what do these 5 angles add up to? This is going to work regardless of the pentagon. So let's draw a pentagon here. It doesn't need to have symmetry. It doesn't need to have all nice sides, all nice angles. But we just want to start looking then at the 5 angles that show up in this pentagon. Now, what we can do here is think about this pentagon and think about it as being built up of triangles. So it doesn't matter how you divide up the pentagon into triangles, but let's divide it up here, and regardless of how you divide it up, right, connecting a vertex to another vertex, you are always going to divide this into 3 triangles. Now, notice if we're looking at the angles of the pentagon, okay, this angle here is just a full angle in one of the triangles. This angle at the top can be divided into 2 angles that show up in the pentagon, right? 2 more angles here, 2 more angles here, or 1 angle there, 3 angles at the bottom. Right, so the idea is that every angle in the pentagon is either an angle of a triangle or part of it, one part of it is an angle of the triangle. Therefore, when we want to know the angles in the pentagon, what their sum is when we add them all up, this is the same as adding up 3 triangles. So the 3 triangles, each of them have 180 degrees. Then we have 3 of these in total, so the angles in a pentagon always add up to 540 degrees. You can always split it up in some way like this into 3 triangles. Each triangle's angles add up to 180. 180 plus 180 plus 180 gives us 540 for a pentagon. Now, it should be clear that this pattern actually kind of works regardless. So a pentagon has 5 sides, 3 triangles in that pentagon. So the 5 angles add up to 540. Well, what if we add 1 more side? This is going to be really adding 1 more triangle. So when we add this new triangle here, I want you to think of this as plus 1 triangle, so plus 180 degrees. So adding that new side to the hexagon is like sticking on a little triangle to that pentagon. Well, what if we want to add a few more sides, right? What if we want to go to an octagon with 8 sides? Well, this is like adding 2 more triangles. So now we have 6 triangles. This is then 6 times 180, and so it's 1080 degrees. Really, this is adding 360 to the previous example. And now, right, this pattern allows us to see a general formula. In general, if we have a polygon with n sides, so we have n sides in total, this means that there are n minus 2 triangles, and so the angles add up to 180 times n minus 2. So again, always think in terms of those triangles. You divide up the polygon into triangles, and we know each triangle contributes 180 degrees. Thank you guys for watching this week's Thursday Tidbit. Check back each Thursday for a new tidbit, and I hope to see you guys practicing on the ZIML site as well for free daily and monthly contests there as well. Goodbye.